Hi there, it's David John, the Resourceful Coach, and what we're going to look at today is a little bit of putting. We're going to do one drill, but we're going to incorporate into 4 different ideas, and if you get it right, it's going to transform your putting. Now for me, one of the biggest things people struggle with their putting is getting their distance control. And the reason for this more than anything, I think, comes down to just 2 things. The one thing that we're going to work on today is we don't get the ball struck out the middle of the putter. What we tend to find is we're catching off the toe or the heel, and that's the drill we're going to work on. The second thing is perception of distance. Well, we'll talk about that in another video. Today it's all about getting centre contact. And the way I want you to think about it is if you mishit something like a 7-iron, the ball never goes as far as you want it to go. And it's the same thing with your putter. It's so important that when you play a putt, you get a centre contact off the club face. So what do you need to do to work on this drill? Part 1, all you need is your putter and 2 tee pegs. And we're going to call it the gateway drill. So all we're going to simply do is put a tee peg into the ground, then using the size of the head of your putter, just bring that up to the edge of the tee peg there, and put the other one, give yourself a little bit of room, and what I mean by that is about maybe 4 or 5 millimeters that side. And the goal is simple, no ball at this stage, okay? Can you make a putting stroke that can take the putter back and through that gateway? That's all you've got to do. And all I would encourage you to do, you can do this anywhere. You can go in the back garden, rough grass, stick 2 tee pegs in, doing what we've said to do, and that will allow you to improve this position. Because let's think about it. If I now can consistently deliver the putter through that gateway, the putter must be coming back very close to the center of that face every time. So as long as I position the ball in the center of that position, then straight away I'm going to get a center contact on the putter face. And you guys now, I mean, putters now are nearly as expensive as drivers. You guys go out and can spend 300, 400, 500 pounds on a putter. It's going to work its best when you hit it out the middle. Okay, that's the important thing. So this will make a massive difference. And when we go through these different drills as we go along, we're going to make it slightly tougher as we go along. What you'll find is the importance then, if you get this movement right, you're going to start to find your distance control becomes a lot better. And the main reason for that is simply, if you're hitting it always out of the same part of the putter face, you will then work out how hard to hit your putts from whatever distance. So it's a simple drill. Put 2 tee pegs in. The first one on the edge of your, so it's touching the edge of your putter. Give yourself a little room for error. I mean, if you wanted to be, I mean, this is the drill Tiger Woods said is his most important drill. He will probably only leave about 2 millimeter gap. Okay, if you want to test yourself, make it smaller, but don't make it any more than we said. 5 mil, half a centimetre. Set yourself up, make a stroke, mentally make a stroke, going to hit the ball maybe 10 feet. And just think, can I put it through? If we get here and we hit this tee peg, straight away, I'm going to hit it much more out of the heel of the putter. If I'm coming much more in this side and I hit the inside tee peg, it's going to come much more out of the toe. So we'll show you when we do the second drill how important that is when we start to incorporate the ball. If you hit it off center, you're going to lose power. So if your strike is inconsistent, it's going to be impossible. So that's your simple drill. We're then going to now develop it into 3 other drills that will allow you to start to get that real consistent strike, get consistency on your putts, and you're going to see a massive improvement in your putting. So here's our second drill. You now need 4 things. You need 3 tee pegs, 2 balls, a putter, and the hole. Okay, and what we're going to do with the first tee peg, we're going to put it at the back of the hole. Okay, literally on the line that you're going into it, back of the hole there. Okay, and the idea is now we're going to set up our little gateway again. So we're going to give ourselves about a 3-foot putt, the length of your putter, so here. So I'm going to put my first tee peg in, like so. Bring my putter up to it, put the other one in, give myself 5 mil. Now, greenkeeper's done a little bit of work on the green this morning, done a little aeration, so the balls may not roll quite as well, but I'm just going to put a ball in the middle. And simply now, all you've got to do, and you've done your practice without the ball, now the goal is to focus on making a putting stroke, where now we're going to hit that tee peg behind the hole. Okay, if we can do that with these balls, again, it will show you, these good tailor-made balls, I like these. What it allows you to do also is see how good the stroke is. You'll see how the ball's rolling over. So this is your second drill. So you line it up, you're looking to just get through that little gateway. As long as you get through the gateway, what are you starting to do? You're now starting to get more of a center contact on the putt. So that's probably the one I would say to you. If you're really working on your technique, you need to work on getting that ball. Can you start it 3 foot? Okay, that's the key thing. Can you hit a straight 3 foot putt? So go to the hole, find a straight putt, have a little 3 footer there, line it up. From that position, go through the gateway, putting it towards the tee peg. And the reason why we've got the tee peg at the back of the hole, it gets you focusing on aiming straight. So now you've got the aim correct with the focus of the tee peg at the hole, you've got the gateway to get the centre contact, and with those types of balls, these are the tailor-made response balls, you then to find, you start to see if your ball's rolling over itself well enough. Now you've really got the technique. If you do it consistently on a 3 foot putt, now we're going to really challenge you to go back to the third drill. So here's our third drill, still working on the gateway idea, and we've now set it up where we've got 4 gateways set up. So you'll need 4 balls, 8 tees to work on this drill. And the idea is, everything about this video is about getting center contact on your putter face. The more you do that, the more you're going to start to see consistency in how the ball comes off the face of the putter. You're going to start to be able to control your distance far better. And the idea behind this drill is we've set it up every 5 feet. So we've got 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 and 20. And what you may find as you go along, as the swing gets a little bit bigger, the stroke gets a little bit bigger, you may start to lose that control. Okay, so I've said I'm going to do 1 from each position, okay, and I'm going to pick the tee pegs up as I go along. What you can do, what I would suggest, is set this up this way, but maybe start with 4 balls at the 5 foot. When you've done it, you're happy with that. They don't have to go in the hole. It's about making sure, 1, you don't hit the pegs, 2, you start to feel the distance control. That's what we're looking for. Once you've done 4 of them, then move back to the 10 foot, do 4 from there, then 4 from 15, 4 from 20. And you may find that you struggle a little bit on one of the distances. You might find you're better at the shorter ones, but not so good at the longer ones. That's okay, just spend more time on that. So I'm just going to go through them one at a time. As I said, I'm not worried if it doesn't go in the hole. What I'm interested in is, can I get through the gateway and can I get the speed right? That's what I'm after. So first putt, gone through. Now it was interesting, okay, and I'm never lying in my videos. I hit the right hand tee peg there, and what was interesting then is the ball missed the hole. Okay, gonna do it again. Okay, so my putter must have got away from me, and it felt like I did slightly push through, which opened the face up, and the end result was I missed the putt. But I wasn't worried that I missed the putt. It was more the fact I hit the little gateway. So let's do another one. Again, practice it. If you get it wrong, practice it again. There, good, through. Okay, that was better. Didn't hit the pegs. That was the goal. Okay, pick them up. You're not going to do this. You're going to do 4 from there. Okay, come back to the next one. And again, the speed was good. I like that speed. It's gone about 9 inches past. Gone through. Again, speed's good. Didn't hit the pegs. Achieved my goal. Move back to the next one. This looks a little bit tighter, so that'll be interesting. Again, missed the pegs. Yep, didn't hit the pegs. Okay, now what I would do there is, I've not got the speed right. So again, because it's quite a way out, I didn't hit the pegs, which was the goal, but because it was quite a way out, I'm going to have another go. Okay, and do this. Don't suddenly think, well, I've done the drill. Challenge yourself. Okay, get yourself into the right position. So there, from that position, back, through, that's a better putt. Much happier with that, and you can see they're all getting up right by the hole. And we come back to our last one, the 20 footer. And now, as I said, the stroke's getting bigger. You might find it a little bit harder to get the control. As long as you don't hit the pegs, you're getting center contact. That felt the best off the face of the lot. Speed was good, rolled about a foot past. Really happy with that. So we've now gone sort of through 3 tests, okay, which is giving you, number 1, can you go through the gateway without a ball? 2, can you do it from a putter's length? Stick a tee peg at the back of the hole, give yourself something to focus on. Those ones we are looking to hold them. But the chances are, if you're hitting out the centre from that distance and you're not moving the putter face dramatically, you should start to hold it. Again, always have quite a straight putt. And then do the third challenge, 5, 10, 15, 20, goal, miss those pegs. Interesting, the one I hit the peg was the shortest one. Maybe the concentration just thought, that's going to happen, it's easy. Didn't focus quite as well. Now we're going to do one more drill, and this is the real tough one. This really shows, again, where I see a lot of golfers, why they 3-putt, is as soon as that putt becomes a little bit longer, the chances are the stroke is going to lose a little bit of control and we are going to mishit it off the face. So let's give ourselves a real challenge on the last one. So here's our final challenge, and it's just make a long putt. Anything 30 feet and above, and it's that goal. Can you make a stroke that's consistent, that will go through the gateway? We've put the flag in so you can see the hole a little bit clearer. As I said, number one priority, through the gateway. Okay, number two, as you get used to it, and this might take a few strokes to get used to it, then you start to get the speed. Okay, the good news is if you've played golf for a number of years, you've got a pretty decent idea of how hard to hit this putt anyway. Okay, but if we start to get it consistently out the middle of the putter, your brain will go, that's what I need to do. It won't be confused when you think you've done it and you don't get the result, but you realise, yeah, I haven't got a good contact on the face of the putter. This drill will show it up. So we've set the alleyway up, this little gateway as I call it up. From there, check where I want to go, back, through, get the ball rolling up, goal, anything from here. Yep, a little bit of a bobble at the end where they've done the work. But that's okay. So that would have probably ended up within about a foot 18 inches of the hole, and I'm putting from 35 feet. So I'm pretty happy with that. So same again. I'm just going to do 4 of these. So we had 2 tee pegs for this, 4 balls, 35 foot putt plus, back, through, get the ball rolling up there. Yeah, really happy with that one. Rolled about that 9 inches or so past that I like. Always felt like I had a chance to go in, but it's there. And it felt good off the putter face. Okay, that's the good thing. And it's amazing, as I said, Tiger Woods would use this drill literally every time he'd go out before a tournament to get the feel that he's always getting that ball out in the middle of the putter face. So he knows he's got a pretty pure stroke. Okay, and that's the good thing that he wants to feel. So we've got to learn from these top players. It's such a simple drill. You all have tee pegs in your bag. You all have golf balls. As I said, go in the back garden, stick the tee pegs in the grass in the back garden. Doesn't matter even how long the grass is. Can you get that putter going between those pegs? That's all we're after. Okay, if I stood 35 feet away every time and I could roll them up like I'm doing there, on through the other balls, yep. So the first one bobbled a bit, it's probably 2 feet away. The other are all within a foot or less. And that's all because straight away, I'm hitting it out the middle of the face every time. Because if I don't, I would come through the gateway, or in fact I wouldn't, I'd hit that and you'd see the tee peg being moved. So it's that importance of getting the consistency of the strike. Look at it with all your clubs, your driver, your 7-iron, now your putter. If you're getting them out the middle of the face, you're going to be maximum efficiency and it's going to make a massive difference to your game. I hope you've enjoyed that video today. If you have, please subscribe to the channel, press that little bell for notifications, share it with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you soon.